Welcome back to your Friday Buckeye Talk. Big giant news. My family bought 2 guinea pigs. Also, the Big Ten preseason poll conducted by cleveland.com is out. Usually we put it out to around 40 writers. So 34 is a pretty good return. So here's what we're going to talk about. The order of finish in the East, the order of finish in the West, the Big Ten championship game, the Big Ten champion. All right, let's start with the East, and I will guess. So here's what I didn't guess. Am I going to guess that Rutgers is 7th in the East? Is that where they are in our vote?
Rutgers is 7th in the East by a wide margin.
There have been times when Rutgers has been a unanimous 7th place selection.
Rutgers was picked 6th on 4 ballots.
Tease, one of those ballots was mine. I believe in Greg Schiano.
No, you don't. You believe they're going to finish 6th.
That's a victory. Have you not listened to the last 5 years of Buckeye Talk? 6th place in the Big Ten is a victory for Rutgers. I will predict that Maryland is 6th.
Correct.
Michigan State 5th.
Hold on a second. I left my screen. Yes.
Indiana 4th.
Correct.
And then I saw this, but it's what I would have said. Michigan 3rd, Penn State 2nd, Ohio State 1st. Other than Indiana being ahead of Michigan State, that is basically – actually, I have a reason. I have to explain why it's not the case. That is a very frequent prediction. Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan as the top 3, often in that order. Michigan State 4th, kind of clearly 4th. Indiana clearly 5th, and then Maryland, Rutgers at the bottom. But I have to point this out. This poll a year ago picked Michigan to win the Big Ten. So let's keep that in mind, and we will get into the wretched history of the cleveland.com preseason poll and how incorrect it has been over the years. How we have 34 voters. Was there anyone who picked Ohio State to not win the East?
Yes. There was. Ohio State had 33 of the 34 first place votes to win the East.
And the other one must have gone to Penn State.
Yes.
You have the point totals?
I do.
Right there. Why don't you just run through then all the point totals so people can hear how close or not close teams were in this prediction for the East?
Ohio State, 237 points. Penn State, 204 points. Michigan, 169 points. So, I mean, some pretty significant separation here. You're going to see a very different picture in the West, but pretty significant separation between each spot. IU, 134 points. Michigan State, 94 points. Maryland, 76 points. Those two are a little closer than maybe I would have expected. And then Rutgers, 38 points.
The West is a mess in a great way. So right now, I don't know any West answers, and I'm not sure who the West favorite is. So let's start. I started in the East. I started at 7. Let's start at 1 in the West. I'll say Wisconsin 1.
Wisconsin with 221 points.
I'll say Minnesota 2.
Minnesota with 209.5 points.
I'll say 3rd. I don't know. I'll say Iowa.
Iowa was 3rd with 158 points. And now you're going to start to see things. I guess there still are some separations here, but I will say there's 7 teams obviously in the East, and 5 of them had either a first or second place vote.
In the West, you mean?
Or the West, yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 4, I'll say Northwestern.
No.
Nebraska?
Nebraska 4th.
5 Northwestern?
Nope.
Purdue? 6 Northwestern, 7 Illinois?
Correct.
Okay. How many people picked Ohio State to win the Big Ten championship out of 34 voters?
All but one. The one being the one who picked Penn State to win the East, then picked Penn State to go on and win the Big Ten championship.
I was double checking with the voter on Thursday night to double check one of their votes, and they said, yeah, no, I did pick Ohio State to win it. It's unanimous, isn't it? And I said, no, it's actually 1 vote shy of unanimous. Again, unanimous would have made total sense, but I don't think anyone can be outraged or super strongly disagree with the Penn State rationale there. But again, as usual, it's very seldom that you find people picking the winner of the West to win the Big Ten championship, and this year nobody did it.
Not a single one. And the one voter picked Penn State to beat Minnesota in the championship game. And and as I said before, most of the matchups were Ohio State against either Wisconsin. They had 19 first place votes. Minnesota, 14 first place votes. and Northwestern won first place vote. So it was Ohio State beating Wisconsin 19 times, Minnesota 13 times, Northwestern once.